All right, hello once again. Jeff Scott, formerly of Rankin Technical College, and as part of my JPS Jeff Teaches Programming YouTube channel and the playlist Jeff Teaches Programming-Python, what I had done previously is I'd gone over Python lists, and I created a payroll program based off of Python lists. Lists, as it says, are used to store multiple items in a single variable. And I did that. I created an employee list. That employee list had in it an employee's number, and each employee number had to be unique. An employee first name, which couldn't be blank. An employee last name, which couldn't be blank. An employee hours worked, which must be numeric and between 0 and 84. An employee's hourly rate, which again must be numeric and between 0 and 99.99. And from there, I created or figured out their gross pay, including overtime. All right. And then I went in and I incorporated the set of built-in methods that we have for a Python list. Well, the reason I'm telling you that is now I'm planning on doing pretty much the same thing but with a dictionary. Now, as it says, dictionaries are used to store data values in key value pairs. A dictionary is a collection of ordered, changeable things that do not allow duplicates. All right? They're written with curly braces, and they have keys and values. Keys, values, keys, values. All right, raining behind me if you hear that. So as it says, dictionary items are ordered, changeable, and do not allow duplicates. All right. Now, I'm not going to go through any of this. There's a lot of stuff in here. And previously, I had gone through and done this. I went through this, and now I'm here. So I'm going to show you quickly the methods for a dictionary. All right. And there are about, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 of them. All right. Some of them are very similar to what we just saw when we worked with lists, such as clear, copy. All right, some of them are pop, I guess. Some of them are very different. From keys, get, items, keys, pop item, set default, update, and values. So what I have done is I've gone through and I grabbed everything that I'd had. Let's see, I don't even want this. I had grabbed everything that I had had from my Python list examples, and I copied them into here. So this is, right now, it's an exact duplicate. All right? So I could bring that up. So let me open this with code. And there they are. And I can run this right now and it would work because it's all it is it's copied. The stuff copied from what I had done previously. But I want to start making some changes. All right, I'm going to start by coming in here and changing the name of my payroll list non-oop to payroll dictionary non-oop. So that'll change this one as well. Okay. All right. And let's take a look at this file. Now it's flagging a couple things, but we're going to fix those in a minute. So create a non-object oriented Python console program which does the following. Uses one or more dictionaries. to get the following information about employees. As we'd already said, these 6 things: employee number, which we'll input, must be unique. First name and last name don't have to be unique, but cannot be empty. Hours worked and hourly rate, and they must fall within these domains here. And figure out straight time for non-overtime employees is hours worked times hourly rate. But for overtime employees, pay them time and a half for their overtime hours. And then these were the things that we had in here previously. So I don't want to utilize the following list methods. All right. I want to use the following dictionary methods. So again, here they are. So let me copy them. And let me get rid of what we've got here. Paste that in. Okay. And pretty this up a little bit. All right, sorry, that took a little longer than I thought it would. But now I want to use these dictionary methods. Clear, previously we were clearing everything from the list. Now we're going to clear everything from the dictionary. Copy, which will return a copy of the dictionary. From keys, as it says, it returns a dictionary with the specified keys, and I think that should be values, but we'll see in a minute. All right. Get, which returns the value of the specified key. Items returns a list containing a tuple, which we're going to get into later, for each key value pair. Keys, which returns a list containing all of the dictionary's keys. Pop, which removes the element from the specified key. Pop item, which removes the last inserted key value pair. Set default, as it says, it returns the value of the specified key. If the key does not exist, it should insert the key, with the specified value. Update, which, as it says, updates the dictionary with the specified key value pairs. And values, which returns a list of all the values in the dictionary. All right, so there's not a lot I have to do in here. Now, this is wrong, but I've got a Python header, I believe, and if I don't, I'm going to get one in a second. So Python header as p header, still putting an import lib to invalidate the cache. Here, this is not going to be this. This is going to be Python, Python, right now I've got list menu, but I'm going to have dictionary menu in a minute. All right. And I will call this PD menu for Python dictionary. We could have called the other one PL. It's no big deal. So p header, now I want to pass into here Dictionaries. And this will be PD menu dot the list menu. Now I'm still getting an error here because I don't have a file called Python Dictionary menu. So I'm going to change the name of this one. Python Dictionary. And this one I'm going to change the name as well. This will be Python Dictionary Methods. All right. So right now, all I have changed is the name of all these. In fact, I didn't change this one, so let's change this one as well. So this is going to be here, Python So Python Dictionary non-OOP, Python Dictionary menu, Python Dictionary methods, and Python header. And again, taking it from the top, if I bring up this one, all right, well, this is Python Dictionary menu. So you can see there's something wrong in there already. What is it? It's going to have to be Python Dictionary methods. And I'll make that PDM. So all these that are in here is PLM will have to change. We'll do that in a minute. Let's start with our non-OOP right here. It's not showing me any errors, which is a good start. All right. Again, I'm doing the same fields with the same checks, but I'm now utilizing a different set of built-in list methods. Built-in dictionary methods as opposed to the list methods. All right. Now, again, it's not showing me any errors. That's good. So File, Save. And let's look at this second one, which is going to be our header. So let's bring that one up. And again, you see I'm getting an error. We're going to fix it right now. And this is going to be Python Dictionary menu. And again, we'll call that PD menu. All right. So what that should say now is welcome to my Python Payroll program. This program will utilize Python Dictionaries as opposed to the previous one, which said it was going to utilize Python lists. So right now, I've got this is fixed already, I believe. This is fixed already, I believe. So let's go on. Let's go on and look at our dictionary menu here. I've already said all these that are PLM, so this will be a dictionary of I don't even need this anymore. All right, I'm going to leave it because otherwise I'm going to get a bunch of other errors in here. But these are all going to be PDM, PDL, PDM. There we go. And don't worry, we're going to, again, we'll make some changes in here as we go on. But for now, that's all fixed. All right. And for now, at least, that's what I wanted to do. All right. Let's put a comment up at the top here. Okay. And I'll put it in as a, there, put it in like that. And I'm just going to say in here, this program implementation will use Python dictionaries to manage employee information. In addition, it will use the Python dictionary methods as opposed to the Python list methods in the previous example, in the previous program. All right, like the previous program, each employee will be identified by his or her unique employee number. This will serve as the key. Okay. All right, like the previous program, this program provides functions to add, remove, and manipulate, I guess, yeah, employee records. It is also constructed using a console menu. There, that should be enough. All right, so I'm going to come in here, and rather than doing this and creating a list of employees, what do I want? I want a dictionary of employees. Now, that's a list. If I want an empty dictionary, which is what I want, I'm going to do that. All right. So right now it doesn't look that different. Okay. But I'm going to scrap this and put in my own right here. All right. I'm going to have 7 options. We're getting those errors now. They're all going to be going away in a minute. All right, so let's start filling these in. They'll all be lambdas. All right, and the first one will be to add a new employee. And again, I have to put in my list of employees because we can't have any duplicates. Next. We'll have clear employee list. And again, we'll pass in our list of employees. Okay, so right now, I don't really look any different, or much different at least, than what we had previously. Except I need a comma here. And I'll need one here too, so I can start putting stuff in here. All right, now it's going to, just like before, we're going to print. And we're going to copy the employee list, and we'll pass in our list of employees. with another comma. Another print here where we'll do our count. And again, we'll pass in our employee list. Comma on the end. Another print. Let's just call this one find employee instead of find employee index. Okay. We'll pass in the list. And int input enter employee number. And again, we will need a comma. You can see all the errors are now going away, so the only ones left are for the two I haven't done yet. This one will be for removing an employee. Enter employee number to remove. Okay, again, we'll need a comma at the end. And then our last one will be to display all the employees. Oh, these are all lambdas too, sorry. Remember, a lambda is an anonymous or technically an unnamed function. All right, so I've got this one left. This will be to display all employees, and we will pass in the employees list. So that's everything for our options. So we're setting a set of options exactly like we did before. All right, but rather than working with a list of employees, we're working with a dictionary of employees. All right. All right. So this will be Python dictionary menu. All right. Enter a 1 to add a new employee. Enter number 2 to add to clear the employee dictionary. So everywhere I've got list in here, I'm going to change it to dictionary. Okay. So a 1 to add a new employee, a 2 to clear the employee list, a 3 to make a copy of the employee list, dictionary, a 4 to count the current number of employees, a 5 to find an employee. We're going to change that to by employee number, a 6 to remove an employee by employee number. All right. I don't know how I lost 7 there, but I did, and that's okay. 7 will be to display all employees. All right. And an 8 will exit the program. Okay. Now there's nothing new in there except I changed what was in there to reflect what was up here. Okay. All right. So enter a 1 to 8 now, please. If you enter an 8, we want to end the program. So pdm dot end program. Otherwise, if you find the choice, run that function. If you don't, say invalid input or invalid choice, please try again. This one should be done. So far, I have redone Python dictionary oop.py, Python header.py, and Python dictionary menu.py, which, as you know, or should know, means that the only one that's left, in fact, I'm going to bring these back up again. Python, that should be dictionary menu. .py. This will be Python dictionary methods. All right. This Python dictionary non-oop, and this one is the same basically. In fact, I could have used the one from the previous program, to be honest with you. It would have worked just fine. I've not made any changes in here, except, I shouldn't say that, this one. All right, so let's go into the actual methods here. Because there, as you'd guess, there are going to be some things that are going to have to change in here. Some won't. We can still use our constants. We can still define a new employee the same way we did before, but this line is going to change. All right. And the way that this line is going to change is previously we put it in brackets, meaning that what we were creating here was a list with all these fields in it. Well, now we want to change this to a curly brace. It's going to probably introduce some errors. Don't worry if it does. All right, we get to the end and the curly brace. Now, let's fix this. All right. And all right. Let's go in here and do it like this. So this will be emp number and that'll be employee number, emp first, and that'll be the employee first name, emp last, and that'll be the employee last name, emp hours, and that'll be the employee hours worked. I forgot my colon there, which is probably why I'm getting all those errors. Yep. Emp rate, which will be my hourly rate, and finally emp gross. All right, so you can see how this is set up differently as opposed to the list that I had before. Okay. Now, if everything works, and it should, let's put a message in here. I don't even think I did this last time, but let's put in a print that says employee. In fact, we'll make it an F string. And we'll say employee and we'll say here, let's see, employee. We can put a number sign in here, it doesn't matter. And we can say here employee number. All right. So something like employee 123 was added to the employee dictionary. Okay, and really I should go back to the other one and put a message in there like that as well. But I think I may have it, I may not. I don't know. All right, I don't think I'm going to use this anymore, this 1 and 2, this positional thing. If I do, I bring it back. But for now, at least, I'm going to remove it. All right. Then just like before, let's see what's in here that I can use. Probably just about everything. Enter an employee number must be unique. Yep. If it's blank or, if it's blank and or not in there, must be unique and not empty. Okay, that looks fine. First name, that looks okay. Last name, that looks okay. Hours worked, that looks okay. Hourly rate, that looks okay. Gross pay, and that looks okay too. All right, so we've got all that stuff in here. So let's get up to clear this, but we want to clear here the employee dictionary. So this will be clear employee dictionary. All right, let's make sure that up here we called it, whoops, in here we called it that. See, I've still got list, so that should be dictionary. So should that. Hopefully I removed every instance where I had list. Okay. All right. Now down on the bottom here, remember I have these in program, and I'm going to call this dictionary is empty. All right. That should be able to stay exactly the same. So all these lists as empty are going to have to be changed to dictionary is empty, but I'm not worried about that right now. All right. So this is the clear. If is not is the dictionary empty. Did I not change that either? So that's got to be is the dictionary empty. All right, which should fix that error that I had. Okay, the employee dictionary has been cleared. Otherwise, dictionary is empty. Okay, that looks good. The next one was copy. Again, probably should just do a massive change in here anywhere I'm using it, but that's fine. All right, so there's that one. And again, we have to say otherwise, dictionary is empty. Okay, and where are we for time here? We're doing great. All right, here, next we want to do a count. So the count of the number of things in the dictionary. Count employees, again, if the dictionary is empty. All right, so I've got here, is the dictionary empty? There we go. All right, so next, this is just now find employee. Not find employee index as I had before. Again, if this isn't empty, all right, I'm going to change this around. This will be the first time that I'm able to come in here and actually use some of the regular dictionary methods. It's not that I'm not using them, but they pretty much have the same names as the list ones. But in here, I'm going to say if employees, which means if there's one or more employees in the dictionary, so it's not empty. So if it's not empty, okay, I'm telling it to get that particular employee. If it finds it, return it. All right, if it doesn't find it, we'll just return employee not found in dictionary. All right. I don't need this anymore, but I will keep that else that's in here. And otherwise, dictionary is empty. So let's break this one down. All right. So again, if it's not empty, so if dictionary not empty, all right, well, really, that's, I guess we can say this here. So in this case, the dictionary is not empty. So attempt to find employee. We get to here, employee found. We'll put associated employee found. So we return it. Otherwise, the associated employee was not found. Okay, that's it for that one. All right. So far, we're through find employee. Okay. So let's see where that puts us here. We've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we've got remove left, and we've got display all employees left. Not too bad. So this one, this will be this remove right here. So we just call it remove employee. And we call position here. I think I want an employee number. All right, again, if the dictionary is not empty, all right, this is going to look very similar to, I don't need this, I don't even know why that's there, but it is. It's going to look very, whoops, it's going to look very similar to this one. In fact, I'm going to copy this. And I'm going to throw it into this body right here. Okay, so if it's not empty, okay, so if the dictionary is not empty, this will be the employee to remove. And as you can see, oops, that's going to equal the number of the employee that I passed in. All right, so if it found it, just like before, oh, geez Louise. All right, that should be employee to remove. So should that. All right, so if it found it, return that employee. Otherwise, the employee was not found in the dictionary. Okay, so this is going to, we're going to pass in an employee number that we want to return. We're going to check to make sure that the dictionary is not empty. If it's not empty, we'll set a local variable called employee to remove and use the get in here. In fact, we don't want the get in here. We want pop. And we're going to put in here number, and we're also going to put in here none. Okay, again, if it doesn't find it. All right, so if we got this, we don't have to return an employee anymore. We're just going to pop it. So in other words, we're going to physically remove it. We've just done that. So we can say print with an F string, employee number, be consistent with the way I did it last time, employee number, and that'll be actually the number, not the employee to remove. So that'll be number, remove from dictionary. Okay, otherwise, Again, employee not found in the dictionary. Else dictionary is empty. Okay. This delete has been replaced with our remove. We don't need that. We don't have a reverse. We don't have a sort. So we can come in here and display these. So this is display all employees. So again, this will be again if the dictionary spelled it wrong. There. If it's not empty, okay, we'll again put it into a for loop. I don't think we have to change anything in here. All right. Now the way that we refer to the things that are in here, we don't use numbers like this. All right. We have to actually put in the keys. So this was emp number. This was emp first. This was emp last. I think to be safe here, I'm mixing. I should put that as single quotes. Like that. And then we had emp hours. We had emp rate. And finally, we had emp gross. All right. And I may be done. I don't know if this is going to run or not. So else dictionary is empty. Okay. All right. And I think I'm complete. So saving it all. Let's go back to our main file here. All right, let's close all of the other ones for now. The menu, the methods, and we'll keep this one up. All right, so file save all, or save, and let's run this. Well, that's a good start. Welcome to my Python payroll program. This program will utilize Python dictionaries. Let's try to see if we can enter somebody. So let's put in a 1. All right, it's got errors. All right, should have figured that, but that's okay. All right, it says add new employee does not have the required positional argument of number because we don't need number in there anymore. So let's open up our list methods. In fact, it'll be in our menu. We've removed number from here, but I don't think I removed it from my method. Clear. It is. Well, let's look. This was add new employee. Do I still have an add new employee? There it is. All right, there's the problem. This no longer has a number or a position in it. They're both gone. So File, Save All. Again, we want to go back to our main program here. And again, let's try running it. All right. So we'll enter a 1. All right. Enter an employee number, 100. Enter our first name, John. Last name, Jones. Hours worked, 40. Hourly rate, 20. Okay. Let's see if we can make a copy. So let's go to 3. Sorry, the dictionary is empty. Did not add it. All right, I'm going to take a pause here and try to debug. All right, I think I've fixed all my errors in here, so I'd like to quickly go over everything with you. Starting with the beginning file here. All right, I made a new method that I called Sleep Then Clear because I was doing it in several places. So that's why I've got this. All right, so I'm telling it that every time it runs main to sleep then clear. So I'm starting with a fresh screen all the time. Okay, nothing big there. Then for our menu, I think everything that was in there was okay. Again, empty dictionary, set up our options, while true. Again, I cleared it right there. I don't know if I have to do it right there or not, but I'm going to leave it in there. Check your choices. Okay, so that's all right. Now, for the methods, there's a shortcut here that I wasn't using. I was actually going in and checking the length every time of employees. I didn't have to do that. But before we talk about that, notice in here, employee, I took the employee number out. We'll talk about why in just a second. But an employee consists of their first name, last name, hours worked, hourly rate, and gross pay. Remember, the key for this whole thing is employee number. So we're setting it right there. If I didn't do that, it wasn't adding it. If I left that in here, it wasn't adding it to my employee dictionary. All right. So this hasn't changed. Getting the employee number, that's fine. Getting the first name, getting the last name, getting the hours worked, getting the hourly rate, calculating the gross pay. That's all fine. Now in here, I was checking. If I just say if employees, that basically means that there's something in the employees dictionary. So if there is something in the employees dictionary, clear it. Otherwise, you're going to come up with print out a message that says the dictionary is empty. Okay, so let's take a quick look at that one. So I'm just going to run this. I'm going to put in one employee just so there is something in there. Why are you? There we go. Okay, so I'll put in 1. I'll put myself in. I'll be number 1. Jeff Scott 2525. All right, let's first look at everything that's in here. So can I display me with a 7? There I am. Okay, so that looks good. How about can I find me by employee number? Okay, so we'll do a 5. I'm number 1. So there I am. So 7 works, 5 works. Can we do a count? There's a total of 1. I'm not sure why it's giving me that none, but I know where it's coming from. I'm just not sure why I'm getting it. Can I make a copy? There's that. All right. Let's add one more person in here. So we'll add one more. 2. So there's two people in here now, me and my wife. And if I put a 7 in here, it'll display both of us. There we are. All right. Now, if I want to remove, let's remove her. So 6, 2, employee number 2, remove from dictionary. Let's make sure by doing a 7. And you'll notice that the only one in there now is me. Okay. I can now clear the list. And if I try looking at it again, it says, sorry, the list is, or I should say dictionary. Dictionary is empty. And if I try to make a copy, again, it's empty. If I try to count the current number, it's empty. If I try to find by employee number, all right, that one I could have checked too, I guess. So number 5, that's something I can fix in just a minute. So let's put a 2 in there. Sorry, it's empty. Oh, it is checking it. So 6. Again, it doesn't matter. That's going to say the list is empty. 7. Sorry, the list is empty. Okay, so everything appears to be working. Now, this is what I'm going to do next. All right. I'm going to do an 8 here to quit. Normal termination, goodbye. And just like before, I'm going to close and close and close and bring this up. Now I'm going to grab my Python dictionary menu, my dictionary methods, my dictionary non-OP, and my header. I'm going to copy these right into my tuple example. So I now have these in there. And very quickly, I'm just going to change the names of these so you see it. So this will be tuple, tuple, tuple. I'm going to go into the header here. I shouldn't have to change anything there, but I can now say Python tuple methods as, I should say Python tuple menu as PTM, which means I'm going to have to change all of these, and that's okay. There's a shortcut in here. I just don't remember what it is right now. All right. So this will now be tuple menu. And all right. So that one isn't totally changed, but a lot of it's changed. So in this, all right. So So this will now say tuples. Now that's all I've changed, but my guess is this is now going to work. It's not going to give me the right methods, but that's okay. So let me just check this. Oh, didn't like something. Okay, we'll fix that just a minute. But I now have Python tuple menu, tuple methods, tuple. Now I was going to check this one. Yep, these are Python. Good. So I'm now done with my list stuff, and I'm now done with my dictionary stuff. So I'm going to move on to the tuple. Now I just wanted to show you this quickly, and this is where I'll pick it up next time. But if I look in here under tuple, some call them tuple, but I've always known them as being tuple. And I'm going to come here and I'm going to go down to tuple methods. I'm going to just quickly show you this. Tuples are used to store multiple items in a single variable. Okay? It's one of 4 built-in data types. The others are list, set, and dictionary. Okay. A tuple is ordered and unchangeable. All right. So there's only 2 methods for a tuple. Count and index. So as it says, it has 2 built-in methods that you can use on tuples. These are going to be it as far as what I can use. All right, return the number of times a value occurs in a tuple, and searches the tuple for a specified value and returns the position. So I'm going to change this around when I do this last one. When I create the tuple like this, all right, and it'll be a more complex tuple, but when I create the tuple, I'm going to fill it up. I'm going to have basically multiple things in there. All right, so as they say here, there are 4 collection types in Python. So far we've done list, a collection, which is ordered and changeable, and allows duplicates. Then we went to dictionary, which again is ordered and changeable, but does not allow duplicates. Now we're doing tuples, which is ordered and unchangeable. As it says here, when choosing the collection type, it's useful to understand the properties of that type. You want to make sure you're choosing the right type. All right, so when I come back in just a bit, I'm going to work and make some changes, and we'll do the tuples. And after we get done with that, we'll do the sets. Okay, be back shortly.